Hey, if you're looking for life-changing apps for you in Mexico, you've come to the right video. We're going to share our apps that we use every single day, and at the end of the video, we're going to give you a couple of apps that will save you a ton of money, so don't click away.
We're the Gray Harper family, and since 2016, our family of 6 has been living abroad. With years of experience, tips, and insights, we're here to guide anyone else considering this life-changing journey. Stick around to discover how to turn your income into a passport anywhere in the world, unlocking the ultimate geographical freedom.
Welcome back. Our first app is called Xe. Xe is a conversion calculator that will convert any currency into any other currency. Being a day trader in foreign currency, I'm shocked how accurate this app is. It will let you know how many pesos to the US dollar on a per second basis. It's constantly changing and letting you know what the actual conversion is. And it will allow you to hop into the app, check it out, make sure that you're not getting ripped off in a deal. Like if someone's saying, hey, should be 2,000 pesos, you can do a quick conversion until you get to understand and know the local currency. Everyone's familiar with their currency that they've dealt with over the course of the years. And so this app will convert it for you and you'll get a really good idea of what things cost and what things should cost.
The next app I use, which almost everyone is familiar with, is Facebook. But here in Mexico specifically, I use it to find communities. There are lots of buy and sell trade communities that are local to the area that you're staying in, as well as communities to find other families and other friends with kids in similar ages, whether that's people looking for schools or people just trying to create local meetups at coffee shops or other areas to help get to know and form a community from wherever you go. I use this myself for all the aforementioned reasons, and it's helped us create a very nice community here while living in San Miguel.
Along the same lines of Facebook, Mexico doesn't really use marketplaces like Craigslist, but what Mexicans use a ton and all the time is Facebook Marketplace. People also offer services like, hey, we'll create furniture for you, or we'll come and, fix up your car or whatever you need. You can typically find it on Facebook Marketplace. It's probably the #1 place I would say to search for local meetups and local buy-sell trade offers.
And the last part of that regarding Marketplace and those individual groups, if you're looking to move to a specific area, especially in Mexico, they're going to list rentals that are available in that area on the Facebook groups. So if you're looking for house rentals with specific needs, tons are available on the Facebook Marketplace or those Facebook groups for you to take a look at before going anywhere.
So our next app is going to be the Units Plus app. So if you need to know what 30 degrees Celsius looks like, is it going to be a hot day? Units Plus is your answer. It uses temperature, distance, volume, everything under the sun that you could possibly need, and you'd be shocked by how often and how many times you actually use it. And it will convert all those different metrics and measurements and things that you're not used to from the imperial system to the metric system for you.
The next few are pretty common, but they're extremely helpful when traveling or living abroad, especially here in Mexico. And those are going to be things like Google Translate, Google Maps. Yes, they work and they are extremely accurate while traveling around Mexico. We have driven all over this country and it has worked everywhere we've gone. And then also Uber and Amazon, both of which work here in Mexico. We'll have another video about Amazon MX specifically, but just know that you can order from Amazon and have those items shipped directly to your house. We do on a regular basis without issue. Same for Uber. Depending on where you choose to visit and or live in Mexico, Uber is available for both rides and to deliver food. So Uber Eats works as well, and we use it all the time.
The next app that we'd like to talk about is WhatsApp. WhatsApp is also an internet-based messaging service. So as long as you have internet, even if, say, like we talked about in another video how my Mexican cell phone did not work in Europe, as long as I could connect to the internet, I could connect to WhatsApp and still talk to people. It also skips any international rates or any international charges as well because it's on the internet. So I can text my brothers in the United States, I can text my friends in Canada. I work with a lot of different virtual assistants in my job. They're from like Kenya, India, the Philippines. All of them use WhatsApp. It seems like everybody outside of the United States has caught on to WhatsApp and it's become the messaging system. And you can also make phone calls and video calls through WhatsApp as well. Again, as long as you're on the internet, and call anybody anywhere in the world as long as they have WhatsApp. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, you obviously like what you've heard so far, please help us out by giving us a like and subscribing to the channel. It really supports us and allows our channel to grow. But now it's time for our biggest money saving and time saving app.
So we actually have two apps that we use for this, and one is called Remitly and the other is called DolarApp or DolarApp. And the reason we have two is it depends on the situation that you're needing to use it in. But what these apps do, they allow you to take money from your US bank and pay it to a Mexican bank in pesos instantaneously. No going to the ATM, no pulling cash, no having to deposit into a Mexican bank's account, which we have had to do on several occasions to either pay utility bills or rent, and it's a big time hassle. So the biggest things you want to remember between the two, Remitly, the reason we have it and use it is it's instantaneous. You don't have to do any other setups in a virtual environment in order to use it. I literally connect my US bank account to the app and then create payees in a Mexican bank account environment. So I can tell it to take US dollars and convert that to Mexican pesos and instantly deposit that into a Mexican bank account. It does it with a transfer fee, but it is instantaneous without any further setup.
And what we use these money apps for, a lot of it is for either work done for us or people who work for us. So we have a nanny and we use these apps to give her weekly paycheck. We also have had people come to the house and either like install an air conditioning unit, or we've had someone come work on our car who's a mechanic. And rather than having to pull large sums of money and hand that cash over, especially when you start talking about like true conversion rates with the bank accounts, we use these apps to save us quite a bit of time and quite a bit of money.
So the second app we've actually recently discovered, and it's called DolarApp or DolarApp. And I can say that hands down, it is the best conversion you are going to get from your US dollar to your Mexican peso, and do it all digitally. So there is a few other setup processes to use this app. You have to sign up with the app, confirm your identity, and then there is a waiting period to take money from your US bank account into the app. That can take anywhere from 3 to 5 business days. Then to pay it out to a Mexican bank account is the same days, and it's very quick. But taking the money from your US bank account into the app is a one-time $3 fee, and then any transfers out are free. There are no more transfer fees included, and it is hands down the best rate we have found in order to make that exchange. So our recommendation is perhaps to have both, while the DolarApp can give you the best rate. And as long as you can plan ahead a bit, by about 3 to 5 days, it is definitely the way to go. But if you need instantaneous payment for that emergency car repair, you can use Remitly app to do that also.
And to give you an idea of the savings with the DolarApp, basically we know we're going to pay our nanny each and every single week of the month. So we're going to pay her 4 times. We also know that we're going to have rent that is needed to be paid for our house. And so we take a sum of money at the end of each month and put it into the DolarApp, and then slowly siphon the money out into these other bank accounts. If we were to use Remitly, we would pay for each individual transaction, each one of their surcharges and fees, which is why DolarApp can save you a ton of money if you can plan ahead of time and make the right decisions. We check comments daily, so if you have any questions or if you have apps that you use in Mexico yourself that we forgot, please put it in the comments below. Also, if you would like a larger tutorial on any of these apps and maybe give a better explanation on how to set it up, go through the process, why we actually use them, also comment in the section below and let us know what types of videos you'd like to see from us in the future. Once again, thanks for watching us. Like and subscribe. We'll see you the next time.